What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Thrift School over here, coming at you with a huge video. We're doing 25 things I sold on Amazon FBA in the month of July, and this is actually only 25 things from the past about 2.5 weeks, the last 2.5 weeks of July. Didn't go any further. I figured 25 items was more than enough, so let's hop right into this. Maybe you guys will get some ideas of what to look out for, and this video can help you. So the first thing here is a Pebble stainless steel metal watch band, and this is pretty interesting. I sold for $83.87. Didn't think it was actually going to sell for this. I found a bunch of these. They were priced at $10 a piece. Picked up about 5 of them, and they all sold. So insane at $83.87 a piece. Super happy about that sale. Next, we have this Capresso Froth. It's an automatic milk frother. Sold for $37.99 just to froth some milk, I guess. I don't know, but for $37.99, that's a pretty cool sale. I believe I paid $2 to $3 for this thing at Goodwill. And now I didn't test it with actual milk in it. I didn't mess around with it. It looked brand new. It looked like it had never been used. So I just turned it on. It made the noise, did everything it had to do. So I got the $37.99 out of that. Next, we have an audio CD. I believe I sold this brand new for $37.98. Plus, they paid $6.15 shipping for a grand total of $44.13. But that's besides the point. The shipping doesn't do anything for me. The $37.98 does, though. I typically pay $1 for CDs. Now, there are a lot of Goodwills around me that charge $3 for CDs. So every once in a while, I'll pick up a CD for $3 if they do sell for this, almost $40. I do not know if this was a $1 CD or a $3 CD. Either which way, it was still a pretty awesome sale. Definitely scan those sealed CDs, guys. Next, we have a book. This book is called American Ethnicity 7th Edition. Just a paperback book. Believe it was a school book, textbook. Probably paid no more than $2 to $3 for this thing. More likely, I paid $1. And it sold for $65.99. That's a pretty sweet sale on a book. Books are so easy to prep. I love picking them up. I hate scanning them, though. So you have to scan 100 before you find a good one like this. And the awesome thing with books, the reason why I love picking them up is because you just slap a label right on there, throw it in a box, don't have to worry about it. It gets shipped off to Amazon. You can fill a box with books, and it's just so easy. You could copy and paste the same description for every single book that's similar in appearance, similar in wear and tear. So condition is the word I was looking for. But let's go on to the next one. We have a JVC DVD VCR combo. I sell these things all the time, guys. $66.56. I probably paid $10 for it. You do kind of have to pay up on these. Some are $15, some are even, I've seen $25 at thrift stores, which I usually pass on. Even if they're worth $100, there's so much that can go wrong with these things. I try and test them as best as I can in the thrift store. So, quick tip, you want to test the VCR and the DVD player, of course. Plug it into your TV, make sure everything works. You want to fast forward and rewind the VHS side. You want to do this because sometimes the tape could get all caught up in there when it's fast forwarding or rewinding. Then you eject, and if the tape comes out fine, you're good. If the tape comes out and the actual tape part is all spooled out, then you know it's not good. So that's something I like to test. Next, we have a Sony, just a regular VCR. This one went for $110, guys. This thing was a pretty sweet sale. $110 on probably a $10 purchase. Super happy about that. Same thing, guys. Fast forward, rewind, test that thing out. Next, we have a Lego SpongeBob for $130. I picked this up at Goodwill for $25. It was brand new sealed, but, well, it wasn't brand new sealed. The box was open. The box was completely open, but all of the pieces were sealed in their respective bags on the inside. Had the instructions, so I was able to see exactly how many bags there were supposed to be, and super happy about that. $130. It sold super fast. I love sales like that. Next, we have this Chatsters Gabby interactive doll, and I got 2 of these at a tag sale for $2 a piece. And the lady said, those are $60 in the store. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll take your word for it. I didn't scan anything. I try not to scan in front of people at tag sale, so I just picked them both up. I paid $4. Ended up selling them both for $45.98 each. Super, super cool sale right there. Next is a little bit of retail arbitrage I did. I got the Spider-Man U-Command motorcycle from a Kmart about a month and a half, 2 months ago. And I actually picked up 2 of these guys. They had a whole shelf full. And I don't know, I was nervous because they were 20 bucks each. And I didn't want to be spending a crap load of money if the price was going to tank. Price didn't tank, and I was able to sell them for $93.67 a piece. Very cool. Next, we have this Belkin high-speed USB 4-port hub. Basically, anything Belkin, guys, can be worth good money. If you see Belkin, you want to look that guy up. This one sold for 50 bucks. It was sealed, of course. Usually, I don't know if it's Belkin you can't sell as new. I know Logitech you can't sell as new, some Sony things you can't, some Microsoft things you can't, some HP things you can't, but this guy I did for 50 bucks. Love that. Next, we have a VHS tape, and VHS tapes sell, guys. VHS tapes totally sell. I sold this one for $37.98. It's an old tape from 1955. It was sealed, but for $38, I think I paid a quarter. Actually, I got this tape for free. I remember, picked it up at a local thrift store. I was actually buying a shelving unit that had a bunch of tapes in it. I asked how much for the unit. He said 10 bucks. I said, I don't feel like removing all the tapes. Can you throw them all in? And he said yes. There were about 40 tapes inside that cabinet. I ended up scanning them, sending about 15 in, and it was totally worth it. This guy was $38. Next, we have a 2-piece mincing set. And guys, I sell a lot of kitchenware, whether it be cake pans, knife sets, wood blocks, cutting boards. They just sell. They sell really well. People are on Amazon looking for kitchenware. I sold this for $46.48. I believe I paid $5 for it at a Goodwill. Not too bad. Next, we have a pocket guide to urology. I got this for free, actually. It was in a free bin. And it was a tiny little book. I mean, we're talking maybe 20, 30 pages, so it seemed from what I can recall. It was super small, and it sold for $76.52, and I believe the buyer's happy. I hope the buyer's happy. I hope I don't get a return. They get it and say, what the heck is this? But it was purchased Amazon Prime, so they definitely have it by now. I sold this about 2 weeks ago, so everything is good there, 76 bucks. Next, we have another retail arbitrage type sale. Picked up these Saucony Men's Guide running shoes from a sporting goods store. I believe I paid $30. I don't know if that's right. Maybe I paid a little bit more. Maybe I paid a little bit less, but I'm going to say 30 bucks. Sold for $120. Really awesome ROI there. Shoes can be good. You just have to be ungated. Next, we have this Kurgo GoTech Adventure Dog Harness. This is actually another retail arbitrage. I picked this up at a TJ Maxx, I believe, a couple months ago. It took a little while to sell, but it sold for $30.81. I do realize I have a hard time selling pet products in a short amount of time. They do take a little while to sell, but once they sell, you can make some good profits. And I believe I only paid $5, so super awesome there. Next, guys, what was I just saying about VHS tapes? They make you money. And this one sold for $30, brand new sealed Barney. Barney sealed is always good, though. Everybody knows that. But any VHS tape that's sealed, don't be worried. It's going to take a long time to sell. This one took a long time to sell. Probably close to, I'd say, 4 to 6 months, possibly more. I'm not worried if I see a tape with a 500,000 plus rank. I pick it up, especially if it's sealed, because it will sell eventually. And if you're paying a quarter for these things, it doesn't really matter. Next, we have a voice-activated 4-channel intercom. I picked this up at the Goodwill grand opening that I went to a couple weeks ago. And what did I pay? I know one of my last YouTube videos says what I paid. If I'm going to guess, I'm going to guess $12 to $15. It sold for $98.95. Now, this thing was brand spanking new, but I had to list it as used, and I ended up losing about $30 on it because on the car ride home, I kind of just throw all my bags everywhere, and I punctured a big hole right in the front of this thing. So that stunk. I was able to list it as very good, I believe, but I still got a lot of money on it. Next, we have a vinyl. Guys, you know I sell vinyl. I posted a YouTube video. You'll have it. It'll be linked right over here on the screen somewhere. You'll see how to test these bad boys. I did learn that you're not supposed to be touching anywhere on the record itself. Try and hold it on the outsides. I'm still kind of new with the whole record selling. I mean, I've been selling records for a while, but not very properly, and I'm learning how to handle them very properly. So check out that video. learn some tips. But I sold this for $19.99. I paid 60 cents for it, and I actually picked 2 of them up. I still have another one listed, I believe. Maybe they both sold. So 20 bucks. Super happy about that. Next, we have this Ravensburger Santa's Village puzzle. 30 bucks. You know what's crazy about this? I almost didn't grab it. You know why I almost didn't grab it? Because it was only $2. So the price wasn't the issue. The issue was the rank was 680,000 in toys. And I was like, it's not even near Christmas, but I bet you the rank will come down around Christmas. And guys, it's August 2nd right now. The second it hit the warehouse, it sold. I'm talking instantly, it sold. And sometimes you just never know. Ranks aren't always indicative. I don't know. So sometimes the rank doesn't always matter, and in this case it didn't. It could have been 800,000 and sold in a second. You never know. So sometimes take the risk. Next, we have this Nancy Drew PC game, and yeah, PC games still sell. I picked up a bunch of these things at a Walmart that was clearancing them off for about it was $1 to $4. They were all different kinds, and I've been selling them consistently for 30 bucks. I believe this was my last one. They're all gone. Very happy to get rid of them. They actually had a pretty high rank in video games too, but they just kept selling. Next, we have a PlayStation Vita. I picked this up at a pawn shop for $75 or $65. So you see 104, you're like, you didn't make that much money. You know what I made the money on? Well, first I made all my money back on the Vita plus a little bit. It also had a game on the inside which sold, which I didn't include here, but it was Uncharted Golden Abyss, so I made about 10-15 bucks there, and it had a 8 gigabyte memory card in here which also sold for 30 bucks. So check your ports before you ship these things out. Sometimes there's games in them, sometimes there's memory cards in them, and with the Vita, the memory cards are worth a lot of money. So this was an awesome find. We have another record here, Fleetwood Mac. Sold it for $24.90, paid 60 cents. Picked up a bunch of records at this lady's garage sale. She wanted 50 cents each. I actually bargained her down. We were like going back and forth. I was able to get her down to, it would have been about 35-40 cents a piece. And turns out she didn't have change for the 20 I gave her. So I ended up paying 60 cents a piece for them. So I actually paid more than she was asking, but it was okay. I didn't really mind too much. Next, we have SSX Tricky on the GameCube. I actually picked this up at that Goodwill grand opening as well. I paid $4, $6. I think they're $6 now. They've been going up in price. Video games used to be $3, then $4, then $5, now $6. I'm not sure. I probably paid between $4 and $6 for it, but it sold for $27.45. Guys, we're coming to the end. We have 2 more left. Let's get through this. We have another book, hardcover book. Pick this one up for free in a free bin. Sold for $23.34. Definitely check the free bins, even if you think everybody went through them. If you're at a local thrift store, I know Goodwills don't really have free bins, but you never know. If you see things for free, just grab them. A cool tip, if you're at a garage sale and somebody has a whole pile of books that say free, or a whole pile of CDs that say free, or just a box full of stuff that says free, ask to grab the whole box. Don't just grab it. I mean, you can, but don't grab one thing trying to be polite. Grab the whole freaking box and get out of there. What I like to do, I ask, like, hey, do you mind if I take them all? If they say no, take them, because they probably just want to get rid of them, then I'll take them all. If they say no, I want a bunch of people to look through them, everybody should take a couple, then I'll take a few. But honestly, more times than not, you will grab the whole box. And this thing was free, so that's cool. Last but not least, another DVD VCR combo sold for $80 freaking. And the funny thing is, I got this one for free. Recurring theme here. I picked this up in a dumpster. In a freaking dumpster. I probably, I thought it was going to be broken, but yeah, you know what? I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to take a chance. Took it home, tested it, worked perfectly. People just throw things out, guys. It's insane what people throw out, but it sold for $80. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. I will try to answer all the comments, of course. And subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, this is Thrift School saying, see ya.